everyone. It's Pastor Art again, and I just had something I kind of felt led to share with y'all. There's a Christian artist out there. His name is Matt-Fawcett, and he sent out an email that he entitled "Traded It All." And when I read the email, I was kind of touched with a bit of emotion because it caused me to kind of stop and think for a moment. I thought about the fact that we've got choices, and choices, how much of a gift they are from God, and those choices allow us to make trades or not make trades. But they can be a blessing and they can be a curse, because we get to choose what to do, and we get to choose who to love. Unlike a machine that has to follow a specific set of codes that leads to a specific action, and then in turn a specific conclusion. See, with that said, I see the curse side of it, because when we make our choices, our trades, our decisions, the consequences can be very real, and they can be good or bad. You see, choice is how we trade. Matt mentions wanting a motorcycle. However, for a time he chose to trade off the desire for that motorcycle to pursue a desire to be there as a husband and a parent. Now, I'm sure that he understands, that the two don't have to be mutually exclusive. But he feels in his heart at this point that being there for his family is important enough that he didn't want to put any undue danger in his life that could cause him to not be a part of his family's life, or cause them to lose him, or whatever. So he made the choice. I'm going to read this email, and then I'm going to follow that by the acoustic version of his song "Traded It All." And I'd ask that you kind of listen closely and just think about your own life. Think about the choices you've made and the trades that you've made and why you made them. And maybe you could even understand, or better understand, the value of each of those decisions. Matt makes an important point in trades when he talks about God trading his son for our salvation. And it goes further when you think about the fact that Jesus gave his own life, traded his life so that we could have eternal life. That's an amazing thing. So I'm going to read this email to you, and hopefully I can get through it and read it properly. And then I'm going to let you hear his song. So I hope you enjoy as much as I did. This is the email, "Traded It All" by Matt-Fawcett. My wife and I were driving back from Ohio after telling her side of the family that we were expecting our first child. We were talking about how life was going to change for us and how we were really excited about it. One thing that came to my mind was, well, guess I won't be getting that motorcycle anymore. I've always wanted a bike, but somehow promised myself I wouldn't get one once I was married with a family. I might still get one someday. I think I kind of messed that up a little bit, but in that moment, the lyric, "I traded it all, now I wouldn't trade a thing," came to my mind, and I quickly stopped the car and wrote it down on my phone. The rest of the song came as I thought of things that have been trades in my life. The Pilgrims came to mind. They traded what they had in England to come to America. It wasn't easy, and many never saw what was to come of their trade, but that trade changed the course of history. Now, I'd like to think life is about trades. What I have now didn't just happen. I chose to be a married man and not to stay single the rest of my life. My wife chose that as well. It was a little smiley face. Of course, my greatest trade was my sin for Christ's righteousness. That was not a fair trade by any stretch of the imagination. Now, I hope you're encouraged and challenged to trade up. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. Here is the acoustic version of "Traded It All" for you. Now, I'm going to also encourage that you all look for Matt-Fawcett on Twitter and enjoy. But here you go. Please sit back and listen to this awesome song.
We traded cards when we were kids. Something we had for something we wished. It wasn't always easy letting go, but once you shook hands, that's all she wrote. I traded it all. loneliness for a diamond ring. No more late nights wondering who she was or if we'd meet. When she said yes when I took one knee, I traded it all. Now I wouldn't trade a thing. Every dream that I traded for this reality made me a richer man no fortune could ever bring. I traded it all. Now I wouldn't trade a thing. Traded my bike for an SUV where I could fit 2 booster seats, just enough space for the pack and play. Fold up the stroller and we're on our way. I traded it all. Now I wouldn't trade a thing. Every dream that I traded for this reality made me a richer man no fortune could ever bring. I traded it all. Now I wouldn't trade a thing. There are things that I missed that I'll never get back. But looking at my life, I'm sure glad that I have. I traded wrath for amazing grace. The substitute took my place. The gift of life paid for in blood. I'm bound for heaven by His love. I traded it all. I traded it all. I traded it all. Now I wouldn't trade a thing.